Hi, this is Dr. Victoria Nalule. I'm the CEO of Name Energy. I'm a holder of a PhD in International Energy Land Policy. I'm an author of 8 energy and mining books. In this video, I want to address one question. What are the misconceptions about energy poverty? Now, this is a very important question because we're hearing everyone talking about energy poverty, energy poverty. We need to address energy for poverty. I will note my first book was on energy poverty and access challenges in sub-Saharan Africa, so I have a book on that. Now, the misconceptions about energy poverty is the belief by some experts or even some individuals that they can easily address energy poverty. And this belief is that with fossil fuels, you're going to address energy poverty. That is one misconception that many people are riding on. With fossil fuels, you're going to address energy poverty. That's a misconception. Why? Because we have seen many countries that have been utilizing fossil fuels for a very long time, like Nigeria, but they are still energy poor. And also energy poverty, it simply means that people don't have access to modern energy. And this term also is something that we need to address. But that's one misconception. And then the other misconception about energy poverty is by 2030, by 2030, we would have addressed energy poverty. That's also another misconception. Why is it a misconception? Because you're putting these goals without having clear strategies. So fossil fuels alone cannot address energy poverty. By 2030, we would not have addressed energy poverty, and these are the reasons. First, energy poverty simply means access to modern energy, lack of access to modern energy. So how do you ensure access to modern energy? You would need energy resources, including all the energy resources, fossil fuels and renewables. You would need to manage those energy resources very well. If you're a country and 60% of your people in rural areas don't have access to electricity, why would you export your energy resources? That's an issue of management, okay? And then the other thing, you would need energy infrastructure. You would need refineries in the country. You would need to invest more in electricity transmission lines. You would need various energy infrastructure in your country to ensure that you address the challenge of energy poverty. And then the other thing is you need to negotiate very well with the international energy companies, because these fast energy resources are very expensive ventures. So you need the cooperation of different international energy companies and stakeholders to develop these resources. So if you have poor negotiation skills, if you sign contracts that are detrimental to the government, you're not going to address energy poverty. If you have the oil and gas and you're exploiting the oil and gas, but you're not managing those resources very well, you're not going to address energy poverty. If you're not investing in the necessary energy infrastructure, you're not going to address energy poverty. Let's stop the misconception about energy poverty. Let's stop the politics and look at the practicabilities of addressing this challenge. By come 2030, we would not address energy poverty if we don't have practical strategies of addressing the challenge. Put the politics aside, let's look at the practicability of addressing energy poverty. Thank you very much.